Hey folks, hope you're all doing well and welcome to episode 49 of Recommended Album to Review. Alright, so for this week we got a band that I'd heard of. Most people have. They were a pretty big band back in the 80s. They had a string of hits throughout the 80s. They kind of started off Southern rock band. They're from Jacksonville, kind of, came up with Leonard Skinner. I think Leonard Skinner was like a few years ahead of them, but they were all pals, and they kind of broke out on their own. And I'm talking about 38 Special, that sort of started off, well, they always were kind of a country Southern rock band. I shouldn't say country, more Southern rock. But then they started to blend in a lot of pop elements, and that's when they found their success, is when they sort of married the rock and guitars with the pop hooks. And man, they got a lot of hits, Hold On Loosely, Caught Up in You, and so on. The album I'm talking about today is Special Forces, which I think was their fifth album. And on this record, you got Donnie Van Zant, younger brother of Ronnie Van Zant, Don Barnes, Donnie Van Zant being the singer, sorry. Don Barnes, guitar and vocals. And the vocals are kind of split between Donnie Van Zant and Don Barnes. Then you got the secret weapon of this band, Jeff Carlisi, man. That guy is he's one of those guys that he just plays the right stuff at the right time, and he just a phenomenal guitar player. He's kind of the star of this record, for me anyway. You got Larry Hunstrom on bass guitar, Steve Brookins on drums, and Jack Rondon on drums. So they got two drummers. So this record, it's got the big hit on it, right? Caught Up in You. But the other songs are quite good themselves. It's a real meat and potatoes record. There's nothing fancy on here. Just some really good, hard rock, guitar-based rock with a little bit of southern flavor, like I mentioned earlier, some pop elements. So a pretty entertaining record for the time. So let's go through the tracks. All right, the first track is the hit single Caught Up in You. Man, this is like the perfect pop song. It's got everything on this song is a hook. The chorus is a hook. Well, of course, the verse before the chorus is a hook. The chorus is a hook. The bridge is a hook. It's unrelenting. It's all kinds of hooks. And then they get the lead solo and the guitar break in, and here's the other thing. I mean, the bridge is such a hook that normally when the solo comes in at the, like 3/4 of the way through the song, the solo will come in and they'll go to the chorus and the outro. But I mean, the bridge is so good that they actually come out of the lead break, back to the bridge, back to the chorus, so that you get to hear it one more time. And there's, I mean, everything in this song. It's like the perfect pop song. Going from the verse to the chorus, there's this lift that kind of sends you right into the chorus. Just really good songwriting, really well constructed song. Like, I mean, this would be like the blueprint for, the perfect pop song. But I always like the track. This song and Hold On Loosely, it's been talked about before. They were kind of influenced by the Cars and that sort of, Just What I Needed, that sort of idea of just, dun 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 with the eighth notes. So this is another song that takes advantage of that. But absolutely killer track, and I can see why it was such a big hit back in the day. Second track, Backdoor Stranger. This comes in with just some really crunchy chords, rockin' chords, really cool progression, kind of heavy or hard rocky, some nice wah-wah guitar. I'm sure that's Jeff playing all that stuff, just putting the trimmings on every part of this song, keeping it cool, and just a really good rockin' tune, man. A nice follow-up to the first song. Yeah, very good, very good song. Then you got Back on the Track. Now this has got a lot of southern rock flavor to it. It's kind of a mid-paced song. Great vocal on it. Again, some great playing on it. Some nice lead fills. Yeah, just another really good song. Nice follow-up. So far, first three tracks are pretty cool. All right, then you got Chain Lightning. It's got like this nice kind of mellow verse, kind of uh, gives you a little bit of a sort of western feel. It's that southern thing again. But then the chorus comes in, which is these big ass chords. Some nice dynamics in this song. Yeah, that chorus is relenting. It's nice, heavy, cool. I like it. Chain Lightning, great track. Roughhausen. This one's cool. It's got a little bit of a boogie woogie feel to it. Just a really nice up tempo song. Something to get your head, bopping in a bar having a beer. I really like this one too. Really good. Then you got You Keep Running Away. Now this one, I would say, I don't know what the second single was off this record, but this has got single written all over it. It's very, very poppy. Yeah, this is a very poppy song, sort of on a level of Caught Up in You. A really good track. It's hooky as hell. I don't know if this made it as a single, but this to me, if I was the A&R guy, I'd say this is your second single. But there you go, a really cool track. Then you got Breaking Loose. It's got a little bit of a southern rock kind of riff to it that's really, really infectious, and then it kind of builds up into a crescendo. Gets a little heavier in the chorus. Just a really cool track again. Great guitar playing. I can't say enough about those fills and leads. And I mean, I know there's two lead guitar players in here, but I think the main guy was Jeff Carlisi, and man, he's got his fingerprint on this, and it's just fantastic. Another great track. And you got Take Him Out, another great up-tempo rocker, really good. I mean, there's a lot of good rockin' tunes on this record. I mean, a lot of, songs that bop your head to. This is another great one, again, with fantastic lead playing. Catchy chorus, just a really, really good track. Take Him Out is very cool. And the closer, Firestarter. Now, this is my least favorite track on this. It's kind of a mid-tempo thing. The riff's okay, the song's okay. Just kind of, for me, there's just not that sparkle that some of the other songs had. It just doesn't really have that, kind of grab your riff or grab you chorus or whatever. It's for me the weakest track on here. So what do I think of this record? I think this record overall is pretty damn good. The single Caught Up in You, I always dug that single. The other songs are really good up-tempo rockers. There's some heavy stuff on here, heavy or hard rock, let's just call it. There's some harder rock and stuff on here. There's some mid-tempo stuff on here. There's some nice dynamics, like I mentioned. Some of the songs, will have sort of a more mellow chorus and then heavier guitar. I mean, this is a real straight-up meat and potatoes guitar-based album. I mean, there's keyboards in there sparingly. There's a little bit of, steel guitar, slide guitar, but it's pretty much a straight-up, rock and tune with some really great rock and album, I should say, with some really, really cool performances from the band. And again, I'm named Jeff Carlisi. I mean, guy's phenomenal. But yeah, pretty good record. If I was to rate this out of 5, this would probably be a solid 4. And you don't necessarily have to be a southern rock guy to dig this. I mean, there's elements in there, but I would say this is more of a hard rock record, with leanings, to some more melodic pop elements here and there. But it's a really, really good record. So I want to thank the subscriber that recommended this to me. Much appreciated. So the way the show works, again, in the comments, throw in an album you'd like me to review, criteria, a single album, something that I haven't already covered on the channel, and I usually put these out every Thursday at 7 o'clock. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Please hit the thumbs up, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.